Hello everyone, I am Barendipitous, and welcome to another Brawlhalla Underworld cast and crew interviews. This time I am joined by Baby Sheep or Mirage. I can't remember which one you prefer to.
I changed my name to Mirage.
Okay, so it is Mirage. Okay.
Formerly Baby Sheep.
I will make sure to note that in like my credits notes and things like that. Not Baby Sheep, but Mirage. Cool. Anyway, great to have you here with me. Thank you.
Thank you.
So first of all, what do you do in Brawlhalla Underworld?
I play Mirage, my favorite character.
Big surprise.
I like to be the human Mirage, in a way.
Mirage is human.
True.
Sorry.
But like the real life Mirage. I also edit and I edit the videos, and I'm the lead of the marketing team.
I wouldn't say like the lead. Like I know I haven't like done a whole lot with like how the marketing team is organized, but essentially like each person is in charge of a platform.
Yeah.
Although you volunteered for 2, Twitter and Instagram. A lot of things as you're able to, of course.
Yeah.
Mirage, my next question is explain how you heard about this fan project and how you got involved in it.
I think like I was talking on Twitter about like if Brawlhalla had voice lines or something, and then you DM'd me and you were like, would you actually do that, or are you kidding? And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then you showed me this lovely project.
Yeah, I actually forgot about that until now. You were the first potential voice actor I talked to regarding this, actually.
Oh yeah.
Because at that time it was all conceptual. I was just chatting with Akiko came up with the concept and everything first, and I started coming up with the story, so I was chatting with Cyan and to some degree Hyena as well. But then I'm like, well, at some point if this is going to be a radio drama, we need voice actors. And so I hadn't posted any auditions yet. I was aware of you and that you seemed to like cosplay Mirage and everything. I'm like,
I'm obsessed with Mirage.
Could you sound like Mirage potentially? And so that's when we talked and everything.
Yeah.
So this next question is a setup for the question afterwards. So currently there are 10 episodes that have been fully written, with more to come, of course. How many of the completed scripts have you read?
You're probably gonna be so mad at me, but what I do is I just read my lines. I don't really read anyone. I like skim through everyone else's.
Sure.
And if I'm not in the conversation, I check for my name on the side. If I'm not in it, I don't read it.
You know what? That's fair. I don't. So I mean, as much as as much as it might be helpful to read all the scripts, that's not an expectation I have on the voice actors.
Yeah.
The reason I ask that actually is, like I said, it's a setup for the next question to get you thinking about like what you know about the story so far and things like that. And again, like you read, but pretty much like your lines, which is fine. To be fair, it's a lot of lines. I gave Mirage a lot of lines early on.
And it's a whole like complicated story too.
The question this leads into is I want you to silently picture in your mind your favorite part of the story that you've encountered so far. Like your favorite scene. Do you have one in mind?
Yep.
Okay. So now, without revealing any spoilers of these particulars of the story and whatever, focusing on like how you feel about the scene, can you tell me why the scene you're imagining is your favorite that you've encountered so far?
When Mirage walks into Volkov's house.
Probably don't go any further than that.
Yeah. The way you described the house, the manor, I think it's called Volkov Manor, right?
Yeah.
The way you described it, it put a perfect image in my head of what it looked like.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Admittedly, I may have had a bit too much fun with some of the descriptions.
Yeah.
I finished producing episode 3 today, by the way, and your recorded lines as well as Orion's and a couple other of the voice actors' lines sounded like you struggled with some of the words I had in there.
Yeah, like the big words.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to copy paste them.
Yeah, and it's fair enough. Like I think you again. This is more on me than on you. So I'm not trying to embarrass you or anything. Like the word beguiling. I guess I've heard that word several times or whatever.
I've never heard anyone say that. I was like, what the f is this?
Yeah.
Oh, am I not allowed to swear?
So we do want to keep things PG-13 at most.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Cool. Yeah, so things like that. So, I mean, you and the other voice actors are, especially for, you did a lot of descriptions, like what Volkov Manor looks like and whatever. So, you're a champ for powering through all of that.
Thank you.
But I'm glad that you enjoyed it, because that's what I'm going for. With radio dramas, you have to focus a lot on like what people are saying and how people are feeling about what they whatever. So anyway, one of the last questions I have is, where would you be, Mirage, and what would you be doing if you were in the Brawlhalla underworld yourself?
I think I would just be doing what Mirage is doing. I like the spy aspect.
Investigation, things like that.
Yeah, time traveling too.
Or,
Time travels.
yeah, in her past and everything, she went from 1928 to 2000 BC. That's right. So to kind of wrap this up, was there anything else you wanted to say, or anything you wanted to ask me at this point?
Oh no, not really.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me, or is that all?
Those were the questions I had. I wanted to conclude by telling our listeners, reminding them that episode 1 comes out on October 2nd.
October 2nd.
Which, at the time of this recording, it's September 13th, which means we have 19 days left.
Ooh, 19 days.
Internal screaming. But... yeah, very exciting. I'm very excited. Thank you very much, Mirage, for being here and taking a few moments with me. And to you, listeners, thank you very much for watching and listening, and we'll see you next time in the Brawlhalla Underworld. Yep.
Hell yeah.